try to go live at the doctor's office, you know what? I'm gonna call my medical and I'm gonna find out if they can find me another clinic. Cause I'm like too through. It took me a whole month to see the specialist. Right, so when I called to make the answer, she gave me two. Oh yeah, my nails popped because I didn't really put them on tight. I'm gonna fix them because I used to be comfortable. That's why they be all ate up. I'm off with the nails because they be on there tight. But anywho, I asked, and she gave me an appointment for the 25th or the 26th of last week, and then she said today. Now this is the funny thing, right? It's the girl that stole my phone, right? Because baby Jordan, what's his name? Diego. Well, anyway, Diego likes sucking dick when he's high, and you know some people. Some families don't believe in same sex, so and he smokes crack. Him and his girlfriend. Why would she be in the sober house if she ain't smoking crack? Right? So, but I'm gonna pay him back because everywhere she's going home, she's getting kicked out because you don't even supposed to have a mate in your apartment at Crossroads. She moved in, she will be moving out. Then sneak them in and sneak them out. So, last week I didn't supposed to be there because I don't need a pap smear for 2 years. So I made an appointment to see my doctor to show him my foot and all. And today, the girl told me on the phone that my appointment was for 8:30, but when I got there it was 7:45. And it's a first time visit, so now I gotta wait for her to call me, and it took me like almost 2 months to get this appointment. Why wouldn't I be there? I would have been there at 7:45. I was up at 9 o'clock because I worked all Saturday. When I went home, I ate Sunday morning and slept all night. Then I went back to sleep and woke up at 11. Then I went back to sleep and I woke up at 12. So I would have been up because the first bus is at 5:45. I would have took the first bus to get to the doctor's because I really need to see this doctor. Right, so I'm in there and I was like, you can just give me another appointment because, I said it's probably the girl that stole my phone. But now I'm saying this, but there's somebody else repeating what I'm saying. So she was like, well, I gotta wait to see whatever what they want to do. I'm standing there like for 15 minutes. So all of a sudden she was like, yeah. And the lady said, that's Millicent? And she was like, yeah. She said, no, Millicent really needed that appointment because she told me she was going to report me. So I believed that somebody gave her the wrong time. And I was like, I was like, you supposed to be that you need to get fired. I was like, is this over D'Angelo? GA, whatever his name is, I call him Baby Jordan. He sucked dick. I mean, maybe he likes both sexes. That's bisexual. And the dude was like, and he was like, somebody was like, see, I told you he sucked dick. His picture's right here proving it. And the one, I guess, is his family member. I said, that's why you didn't see his scene. I said, yeah, but Dan's still gonna be sucking dick. Go ass. Inhuman. I said, I bet he sucked more dick than me last year. And I haven't sucked no dingling. Spanish people are really, they don't like, that's like one of the dudes tried to talk to me. And I already said this. And I went to, that's when I was at the Michi. He was fine. He tried to talk to me, but I went to the LGBTQ clinic down the street from the Michi to charge my phone. And I was like, what you doing in here? I went right to his phone and said, your son's gay. You shouldn't be trying to, make him have sex with women if he likes boys. I was saying like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. They're homophobic. A lot of Spanish people are homophobic. And like I said, you're going to kill your own child because you're gonna stop them from being who they are. They're dying inside. Let them be who they want to be. Just tell them, don't bring, you know, they can have their. Just don't invite nobody to Christmas, but let him, for things like, let him be who he want to be or she. So anyway, let's talk about it. Listen, this guy that rides 54, he's Mexican. He looks just like that Mexican girl that be chasing behind that white dude. He was at the bus stop at my job, said. He wasn't at the bus stop, but he came around that apartment building, diagonal from the bus stop. And I was like, what is he doing way down here? But then he was on the bus. I believe he drives and parks his car and get on the bus. He always gets off after we go into Lincoln Mall and come around the loop and walks through that parking lot right there by the restaurant, that little plaza. I'm like, what is he doing way over here? So I was on here saying that her name Kathy was gonna kill that lady's dog. That lady's dog's dead, and Kathy came because everybody's trying to be truthful. She told me she want to go to heaven. Kathy is not going to heaven. Kathy's going straight to hell. She got her first ticket. Her name's all on the wall. She said, well, I want to tell the truth because I want to go to heaven. Mother said if I was to walk in that dog to kill it. Mother's the head of the nuns. Now, what nun does that? A life's a life, unless it's a cockroach. Sometimes I don't even kill spiders. I bet God you can catch whatever else is in here. So she's just too much. They was calling her evil. All the residents are talking about her. So now they're getting truthful about the scam. The insurance scam, it was an insurance scam, but the thing was the people that set up the insurance scam supposed to have got the jewelry, but I brought the jewelry. So she took the jewelry back. And she was like, but Millie paid for it. She was like, I'm going to make sure Millie gets her $90 back. And that lady was like, well, I'm going to act like I didn't know what I signed. Yeah, they're calling mother mean, evil, because that girl told everybody. So I went downstairs to be nosy because that grease trap, all they're doing is throwing that rocky stuff on it. What's that? They're supposed to suck up the grease, but it's just not grease. It's like food, water, and it's disgusting, and it's coming upstairs. So I went down there to be nosy, but then I went in the men's locker room. I never counted 6 men that work there. There's 6 locker rooms, but why are they in the shower area? Them old people don't even go in the basement. The only ones that go in the basement is the people that wash the clothes and some of them stupid nurses because they're retired being down there. And so I was opening up lockers, but then there's some pants and some shoes. I'm like, who's living down here? Then I went in the bathroom. It was stinking. I don't know. It smelled like weed, though. And it looked like somebody went to the bathroom and then flushed the toilet. It was a woman. And I counted the lockers. There's 6 lockers. That's a lot. There was never no lockers before. And the supervisor, I know he got an office because that was Dan's office one time. The lock was broken. They had the door open or whatever, and I shut the door. So he got his own office. And the maids, excuse me, the housekeepers, they got an office too. I don't even know who's the supervisor of the housekeepers, but there's an office too. So I'm like, I didn't go in the women's shower, but I went in the men's. Them old people don't be going to half of them, they don't go down there. And who would be taking a shower coming to work? So, yeah. So everybody's getting honest. Listen, right? This is the thing about these people. If you're listening to me or you're watching my live and you go spread what I'm saying, I really don't care. You know why? Because then people are going to get interested. Too slimming books for a nut. People are going to get interested and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? What she be on? So you's a helping me out. And frankly, I don't even care what I say because I speak the truth. And Papoose, everything's positive in your world because you choose to ignore the truth. The truth is always not positive. It's always negative. That's why people don't watch the news. That's why they don't know what's going on in the world. What is the war about? Are we fighting over oil? Because now other farming is, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. Right? Because I thought we was helping somebody else. But now it's like it became our war. And now farming countries are doing talks for us in Iran. I'm like, what is going on in there? You know what I'm saying? This lady had earphones on and the music was loud, and he was like, oh, you gotta turn them down. I was like, but them are her earphones. He was like, yeah, but they're too loud. I was like, I want to leave the United States. You can't do nothing in this country. You can't. Unless you're Puerto Rican. That's why I keep telling Trump, if they do, and which I know they can, a check, right, on all the relatives that work for state and government and then cross-check them with the people in low-income housing, on food stamps, who got government and state jobs. He'll see that most of them are all Spanish and related. And there'll be a lot of illegals in low-income housing. There should be a bill passed where Americans should be, the people born in the United States should be the first choice. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick over us because you got farming relatives or illegals coming in and you want to help them before you help the people that was born here. They need to pass a bill that we come before illegals and new people coming in the United States. If you wasn't born in the United States, you should be put on the back burner. We should come first. But I told you, that's what the Democrats fight for. Democrats don't fight for Americans. They fight for illegals, immigrants. Oh, God, I don't let my foot bleed. And that's the bottom line. I gotta take my other hand. And that's the truth. The truth hurts. Yeah, it's okay, so funny. I missed the library over here. He sent it for the library. So yeah, that was my day pretty much. I'm like, but you really didn't do nothing. All I did was miss an appointment. Ain't no big hoo-ha. Not like they think it is. Anyway, yeah, that's my day. It's just morning. That's why I'm like, these people, it's too much. It's that girl in the governor's office. The fat one that sits in the black back. And they're always saying, I'm telling everything. You ain't doing nothing for me. I'm telling everything. Okay, I'm find my illegal store. You know what I mean? She look like she's like related to that girl that be up on there with her legs open eating food. And I'm like, oh my, everybody want to know, is it about the food or your legs? I'm going home and cook. I'm hungry. I'm starving. Oh my God. Yeah, hi. Hi. Probably enemies, but hi anyway. I wonder if she knows she can go get that fatty tissue taken out of his chest. Insurance pays for it. Oh, at my ankle. I don't know, I think I hit it. I can put weight on. Oh, yeah, these are the new ones. Cute. Everything's all about love and peace. I got my little like pin on. You gotta remember to love yourself. Oh, people try to mess up your day. But I'm going right home, stayed up my room because it is a mess. But ain't no school today. And put that leopard is coming out. Oh my God, so beautiful. It is. Didn't do the time. The line is. And then I'm gonna order me a couple more. I want the one. It's they're all lines, but it's like five, three of them. A black one. Yeah, I'm into my animal phase now. Yeah, I'm gonna order me a couple tomorrow. Oh yeah, I gotta go to IRS, honey. They're talking about, they ain't even sending you money. Not at all. You hear me now? You don't even get a paper, you can get a paper check, but it's like in 6 weeks. But they'll send you a paper to send in your information. I'm bringing my information in handed personally. Go to your phone and push in 89. That's what she had to do, because that's how I log in mine. Now she gotta go to her phone and put in 38. I'm trying to help her. That's how I log, because I don't even lock mine. I should have wrapped it. Plus, I want to look at the books in the hallway. I get good books from here, too. Bus. Oh, I heard it. A piece of crack. I swear I could have still been sleeping. That's the only reason why I'm mad. I could have still been asleep, knocked out. I didn't want to get up in the first place. See, when my body tells me don't get up, I shouldn't have got up. He's gonna go on the computer because I can get him a computer pass. But anyway, and then down, hold on. But I ain't got nothing more here. I want to see what they do. Because it's getting nice. See, you having gas here. Everything. She keep telling me to go to Washington Park Library because she runs the lady that used to be here. She's Spanish. She runs it now. I don't think I'm good with Spanish people right now. So I won't be going there. I just work at South Province Library. I hung at most of all these libraries. Knight Memorial Library, Ernieville Library, Washington Park Library, South Province Library. That's why I caught my knee open on the church. We were doing gymnastics, and it was a piece of glass. It feels like it's gonna rain. I want to get home before it rains. I just want to be at peace. What I want this doctor to do is, does he see me, give me some medication, non-narcotics, and see me about my business. It was like, oh. And I said to that lady, she was like, I see Millicent. People need to get fired. But I ain't gonna let nobody steal my joy. I can tell you that right now. I ain't let nobody steal my joy. Nope. So they're trying to make me retire. Retire for what? For what? There's nurses and doctors, everybody with chronic arthritis pain. You know what I'm saying? Why do I gotta retire for what? If my mother wanted me on Social Security, she'd have put me on Social Security a long time ago because I was getting kicked out. When you get kicked out of Meeting Street School. Told you when I stopped going to school younger, they was going to put me in training school. They was like, Miss Holloway, you can take her home or put her in training. It was a white judge. She was an ass. My mother was like, well, I want to take her home because he wanted me to go to jail. For what, though? So I can be on lockdown? So I've been fucking up all them kids. Millie don't know how to make friends. So anyway, I was walking up the street by Roger. What's that? Oh, the school up here. I never went to it. But by Washington, I'm at the projects. Not Nick William Green. Is it Roger Williams Middle School? Well, whatever. And the hand I be seeing at CBS with his mother. I guess he's in school. And the teacher was taking, but I can hear somebody talking in my ear until I was talking. He was like, yeah, you started your own organization. He knew everything about me. And I looked, I was like, oh, that's the hand of that. I was like, oh, you taking the hands off for a walk? They're getting on the bus, they're going somewhere. I was like, oh, that's the one that be at the CVS. And his mother be acting like he's 5. Let him go look at the books, the toys, you right here. You treat them like a baby, they act like a baby. You treat them normal, they ain't normal, but they'll try their best. The children only act how the way you raise them. Todd did not raise his kids like they're retarded. I meant Down syndrome kids. Todd raised his kids to act like they're normal, but they still do all this stuff. I said, you must have them kids late. Because she is not young, and neither is he. And them bacon and them eggs, like, scrambled. In real life. So, anywho, you know what? I just want to be with a black man, not from Rhode Island, though. I don't even, I want a Spanish dude. And then they keep talking about head. I'm like, first of all, to even be head, you got to start your own organization, right? Then you got to go talk to other heads. And other heads ain't going to talk to you unless you do a body. You got to put in work to even get a meeting. So I advise you just to, sit down and relax. I wasn't a gun person. I'd rather beat you to death with my hands than stomp you or something. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna talk to you. So you humping on me, trying to kill me health-wise, just for me to give you something, so ain't nobody gonna mess with you. Talking about there ain't no second generation. And when your children try to kill you, they X'd out. And if it's a second generation, but it ain't coming from Rhode Island, I can tell you that. I already got them, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna mess with you. Because how you treating me. So you're gonna have to kill somebody. Straight up like that. And you don't get the weapon. They keep the weapon. So that's the God's honest truth. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna go buy me some more Advil on the leave. So, you know what I mean? You punched me in my stomach when I had my colonoscopy. I still didn't give you nothing. And that was a sign of torture, whoever didn't know. And I still ain't. All right, so Pablo. I said, no Pablo, Petey Pablo, to be 100 favors. He owns almost all the houses over here. I said, oh my God, you look sick. You don't stop smoking cigarettes. I said, but I'm going to call you. That's the one that tried to break up the fight. And the dude was trying to shoot me up with a heroin needle, but he almost got in the way. And I wrapped that girl's hair around his neck and was choking him. I said, see, that's what I'm telling you, mind your business. He was like, oh my gosh, he saved my life. But he's a cool dude. He owns most of all it, but he won't give me, he be like, I don't got no one bedrooms. He's like, get one, I don't want roommates. Roommates steal, and then they don't pay the rent. I'm getting evicted. No. That ain't 3 bedrooms too big for me. I'd be definitely gonna go, don't rent them no apartment. We just became friends. He takes very good care of his children. He raises his own children. The little girl, she ain't little no more. She was I think she dances or something. And we was doing it together. She's cute. He's a good father. Stop talking about, well, if you go to Central Falls, why you want me in Central Falls? When I was in Central Falls, they tried to kill me. So why would I go back to Central Falls? And they did not do nothing. Because I'm like, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm waiting for my income tax to come and buy me a nice chair. Get me a smart TV. I need a rug. Some curtains. And I gotta order the butterfly curtains to go on my bedspread. I already got, but yeah. I'm gonna do my little kitchenette. I'm gonna get me like 3 black fold-down chairs to go within the kitchen because it's just like a half a room. So I can't get no, I ain't gonna sit at it anyway, that so can look nice. And I'm gonna put kitchen curtains in there. And then that pot where they got it separated because it was a whole apartment. I'm gonna get a long curtain that I can pull to go there. I'm gonna hook it up. Make it face home, but you know what I mean? I want it to look like Millie. Like me. And I need the cabinet or something. And I found this cute little thing. It's like netted and it's You can get inside and lay down or whatever. I'm getting that for the beach. So them pelicans can't get my food. I gotta get me if I want that bathing suit, but I don't think they're gonna happen this year. Well, anyway, everybody, have a peace and blissful day. Oh, I'm just mad because I could have still been so I know I shouldn't have got it, but that dude upstairs banged down the floor. They wake me up when they know I got something to do because I'll sleep right through. So, yeah. So that little TV I'm gonna put in my little kitchenette, and the TV I ain't getting no great big one. I don't want nobody getting, I'm getting a nice 24-inch or something like that, the $200 one, and put the little one when I'm cooking. I can sit there and watch the news or whatever. Oh my God, he's like, all right, deuces.